All right, Coach. First of all, O-line, you have to replace 4 starters. You're now a little over halfway through camp. How has the maturation process for a lot of young players gone so far?
Well, as far as young players, we've got some junior college guys transferred in. We've got some older guys that just haven't played a whole lot. I still got 5 seniors on this offensive line, and none of them have played much. But overall, I feel like it's coming together. I feel like the group's really starting to gel. We still got a long way to go, but they're starting to understand what we want from a fundamental standpoint. And that's the thing is most of these kids, they were on scout team last year, so from a fundamental standpoint, just didn't, hadn't had much work at that. But they're really starting to come along. They're working really hard. Really good group of kids, and we're not where we want to be, but we're continuing to work.
What about a kid like Vince Cano? He's been on the O-line, he got moved to the D-line, he's been moved back to the O-line, and now he's kind of thrust into the center role when Alec Davis had to have his gallbladder removed. What has he done so far in camp to put him in a position where he's at?
He's just been very studious in learning the offense. We put a lot of pressure on our center, making calls, getting everybody where they need to be, and he's done a really good job over the summer of studying on his own and understanding before we got here what we wanted him to do. And he's he's a strong kid, he's an athletic kid, and he's given us a lot of good work, and we'll see what happens from there.
A lot's been made of our defensive line being very talented. In your mind, how good are they, and how does that translate into making the O-line better?
I think we got some very, very talented kids up there. I still think we've got a long way to go on both sides of the ball, O-line and D-line, to be where we want to be. A lot of times you just can't get caught up in the hype. I think they're good players. I think that they definitely make us be mistake-free. They're the kind of players that if you make a mistake, they'll take advantage of you. And a lot of times when you don't have good players across from you, you can get away with poor technique. But with the guys we got across from us, we got to be sound technique-wise to be able to compete. And my guys understand that, so they work really hard to have great technique. Now, I think our D-line is as good as I've been around, coached the big